Hello and welcome. This is part 6 of Metro Exodus, and last time we robbed the train, got a carriage for the train, and are now back at the Aurora, where we now continue.
I delivered the carriage to the Aurora. In the meantime, the caravan has arrived at the port. The Spartans are already there. I need to meet Anna at the port and plan our takeover of the caravan.
Text is too short for the loading screen. Gotta wait. Alright, there we are. Okay, before we continue, I should get to a workbench. Looking at my screen, it's all a bit
Come up
broken.
here. I have something to talk to you about.
Hello, Artyom.
Hello. Alright. What do we have here? First we craft some medkits, of course. Then we clean our weapon. And we... yeah, I ditched the assault rifles, so that's not as important. Okay, the other weapons are fine. We got a horizontal magazine, which has a place for more bullets. Great. Anything here? No, nothing special. Craft some steel boards where we can. Hey, I spent 500 consumable resources on crafting. Got me an achievement. Wonderful. Okay, made some pistol ammo as well, and we're... no, we're not good to go. I've forgotten my mask. Can I repair it? Do I have enough stuff left? It's here. Oh, it's completely broken. Yeah, it just uses those wrench tools, so that's not an issue. Okay. Yes, still need the ammo. Alright, now we are good to go.
You're back. You did great. Thank you. So, here's the plan. Your group captures the tugboat. Then you, Duke and Crest, take it to the bridge. While Crest distracts the guards, you and Duke infiltrate the control room at the top and lower the bridge. On your mark, we'll ram the gates, pick you up, and I pray to God it works out. I can't give you or Duke any direct support. The data we have tells us the enemy's main force is guarding the gate. One more thing, Artyom. Look after Duke, all right? He's a great scout, but prone to unnecessary risks. Sure, he's young, but if he continues like that, who knows what will happen, huh? So give him a good example and do it smoothly and quietly. You are his role model, and as such should remember that you're special forces, huh? Not tank jocks. Good luck, Artyom.
It's it. We're special. Okay, I try to
Welcome back,
keep Duke
Ranger.
safe.
It looks like I've been worrying for nothing.
Oh no,
It's
there's
my
was plenty
age,
reason to
I
worry
guess.
about us.
Oh, well, we were all
So,
Thank you,
are you
Artyom.
ready for that
I don't
final
even know
push?
how to thank you.
Good luck.
Спасибо.
And thanks again. Thank you, Artyom. You
Okay. So... okay, I need to gear up. Okay, we are... no! Know what we do? We are going on a teddy rescuing mission. I nearly forgot.
Artyom, we are in position, awaiting orders.
Nope, teddy comes first. totally stupid to go for a fucking teddy bear in a apocalyptic wasteland, but here we go. On the flip side, it's pretty hard to find a replacement here, though. Not much teddy bears around. And look at that beautiful new shiny mask. Looks a lot better. Okay, yeah, shit, that doesn't work out. I would need a boat, which I don't have at the moment, so I backtrack a little and go above that sunken train carriage. Carriage is the wrong word, because those were transporting fluids, not passengers, I think. Is it just car? I don't know. Can I get up there? No, that doesn't make sense. Alright. I wonder how many sentient living beings I need to kill to get this teddy bear. Something to think about. Wait. Okay, I've gone too far. I've gone too far. There it is. But looking at the map, that is also the wrong way. I mean, I think the boat is somewhere here, so that would be an option. But is it there? Cannot see it. No. Oh, that's a bit of a waste of time. But I actually need to cross above the train tracks there. There's a bridge for the train, and there, that gets me over there. Can I get up there? Great, thank you. Alright. And besides the fast travel option, this game would benefit greatly from a auto walk function. The train carriage I got over there is quite pretty. At least the lighting is. Alright, now we stay on the tracks. On the right one, yeah, it doesn't matter, but we go. By the way. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I don't accidentally overlook a fast travel option, but I don't even have a mouse pointer when I look at the map, so nope. there are some others. I guess it's our friends, maybe. I think because I think the X indicator was. Oh no! Ah, fuck you! Go away. Yeah, on the left side is fucking anomaly, and on the right side, oh boy. Go, hack the doggos. Leave me alone. Yeah, that fucking thing is following me. That is bad. Oh god. Artyom! Run! He doesn't want to run. Okay. Somewhere here I need to turn right. Oh no. Here, there, because that's the bridge and there's the tracks that go under the bridge. Let's save. Don't want to do this jog again. I think I can cross here where there's a boat. Okay, and somewhere there should be the teddy bear. I think they stopped following me. What is that green thing? Okay, it's a mushroom, of course. Okay. On my right side there's some loot, but at the moment I don't care much about that. Because I'm not even sure if I go there, if I go out with a plus on bullets, because I probably have to shoot a lot of mutants first. Oh god, another one. God damn it. Those things are really, really annoying because you can't really fight them and you just have to go around them. And they follow you slowly. Yeah, if you encounter such an enemy too often, then they kind of lose the scariness and just get tedious. I'm not even sure on what range and how they exactly the follow movement triggers for them. At the moment it doesn't look like it's following me at all. Hope it stays that way. Okay. Teddy bear is somewhere over there. Of course, exactly in the direction of that thing, but I can go around it. Again, why did he change the weapon? I for sure didn't touch my mouse wheel. And I highly doubt that my mouse wheel has a kind of issue, because that is the only game where this happens. In no other game. And I'm playing World of Warcraft and I have certain abilities mapped to my mouse key as well as the zoom function, and that never happens. I would have noticed. So there's something weird going on with this game, but it's not a huge problem, but it's a bit annoying. Okay, that's walled off. And of course, Artyom cannot climb such huge wall. Hey, he can. Okay, I take it back. Sorry, Artyom. You can climb it. so. Because we are still at the wrong spot. Okay, there are tracks. We need to follow the tracks. I'm not too keen on inspecting everything. I might miss some notes, which I don't like too much, but besides the notes, I doubt there's really much important stuff here. Just some loot again. Here's a thing again, but at least it shouldn't be able to reach me. At least I hope so. Okay, I need to turn a bit right now and somehow get over water, I suppose. At least it looks like water I should be able to swim through. If Artyom actually could swim. I mean, okay, it's probably really, really cold, but yeah, I think I need to. Oh no, I think I can cut through here. Okay, Teddy, where are you? Okay, the Teddy is somewhere over in this direction. Don't know how precise the marker is, but that's the only thing I can rely on at the moment. And that is probably, is it ice I can go over? No, probably not. Is it? Oh well, let's find out. Okay, I can get up here. Okay, that works out. Got ourselves a tasty mushroom. And another one. He got a slashed throat. Definitely a violent death. Oh boy. Holy. That actually startled me a bit. Don't do that to me, game. And I save. What is that? Some kind of growth. Is it? It looks a bit like an egg, doesn't it? Is this a teddy? Oh god, what the fuck? I will get attacked for sure. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it straight up killed me. Okay, shoot first, then loot teddy. That was a bit mean. And teddy rescuing is quite dangerous. Okay, I should pump up that weapon. Pump it to the max. That is nice strength training to do that. Okay, and then make sure our weapons are loaded. Alright. And then we'll take our shotgun, of course. Because, yeah, I know, I see it. Second shot to make sure it's dead, but first one killed it, I think. That's one ugly teddy bear. Not in great shape. Not really worth rescuing, but if it makes her happy. Find the guitar and teddy bear on the Volga level. That was a combined achievement. Oh. Nice. What is Is this how... I guess that is where the flying fucks come from, or at least where they are hatching from. And how nice! There I can get down there the fast way. Okay, got a weapon part. Something more? No. There are bullets hanging on the railing. Alright, down we go. Wonder where I end up. I mean, I see it, but is there any enemies? Anything attacking me here? Seems fine, apart from this electricity monster. Yeah, the shortest way is exactly to that thing. Great, I'm a fan. Look at that little stupid ball. It's frying everything. But it seems to hover away. Okay, confirm correct direction. Yeah, alright. Think we are somewhat good. Okay, let's leg it. Yeah, that is the train yard we stole the carrier from. Should we able to jump over here? Exactly. Okay, I think I need to charge my light. No, I don't. Alright. And now we can actually do our main mission and group up with the others. Okay. Yeah, we need to go this direction. Alright, I guess it is a bandit. They might have heard me.
Fucking shit! The fucker's down there! Eat this! Guys, cover me! Gotta reload!
When did he shoot? Whoa! Okay, guess I wasn't at full health. Oh well. I might just go around it. I don't really care about them. Doubt there's anything really interesting there. I'm still a huge fan of that gun sound. And now I remember that I just got one shot and should probably heal up. It's, yeah, really unfortunate that there's really no indication of Artyom's health. At least, if there is, I have no idea. That is not the best design. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to look if the dial on my arm that's green, yellow, and red is maybe the half indicator, but I will only know when I get hit. Would still not be the best mechanic because depending on your weapon, you can't really see it. Here, look at this. Yeah. I would need to basically shake up and down or walk slowly to see it better. Not great. Got hit, didn't go down a bit, so I think I can safely rule that option out. It's probably radiation. Okay, where do I need to go? I think near the roar, yeah, that's where the X is. So, quite a hike. While we're at it, we can pump our weapon up. And hopefully not get fried by the anomaly. Hi guys, just passing through.
How's it going, Artyom? Did the port gig go okay? Oh, you didn't go there yet.
That was a bit passive aggressive, wasn't it? Oh, Artyom, you still didn't do the port job. I have no idea why two of those shots actually missed. I know why one shot missed. That was clearly my fail, but two of those should have hit. I guess that crane. What I suspect is happening with the gun is that there is a certain amount of recoil, and it's, for some reason, it doesn't really show through the scope, but it's still there, because those misses always happen after I should want them. It's always the second time. Oh, I just need to wait a bit longer, I guess.
Look, you should rest up there till nightfall. I'll wait for you down here.
Okay. We rest.
They have about 15 guards. 4 at the tugboat ladder, sentries at the pier. Sam will take the right flank. Come in, Sam.
I'm in position. I can see a guard.
Duke is to the left of the hangar. Come in.
Duke in position, ready to take the guard off.
Idiot is on the far crane.
Ready for action. Got a mark on everyone on the pier.
Crest has scouted out the basement.
There's only 2 of them here. Busy repairing something, so this seems to be the best spot for quiet entry.
Well, Artyom, we're all set. You managed to get out of the church quietly, so let's make this one the same.
Yeah, it's no fun beating up immature soldiers like them.
Cut the chatter. All right, Artyom, you're in charge. You call the shots. Perhaps we should wait for dusk. It might be easier then. Some of the guards might fall asleep.
Alright, yeah. But
You
where
could
can I
rest here in
sleep?
the cabin in the meantime.
Here in the cabin, so... There or there? I mean, that is probably closer to a crane. Where? Show me. This direction. So, this one, alright. No, I just need good up there. He's waving at me. Okay, there's some loot here. Well, they would like for me to not kill all of them.
Open fire! He's been spotted!
Oh, what? Oh god, that guy clearly lost his head. Didn't see that one before. Well, that definitely won't be a pacifist playthrough. What? Was it a friendly? Oh god. Cress is a bit too happy about killing them. Well, that wasn't a friendly guy. I wasn't actually sure. But this guy should be. Yeah.
The tent's over
Oh, friendly guy. Ugh, did you see that? His guts were spilling out 4 times.
We've a man down here! Everyone!
What? Where are you guys coming from? Well, fuck you. Ouch.
Artyom, all the traitors are neutralized.
Damn, we shot them! Damn, and they are down! They didn't even know what hit them! Yeah, too cute, aren't you? Yeah, it would have been nice to take them alive. Well, it's okay.
The barges are clear. Time to capture the tugboat bridge.
Yes, it might bite me in the ass later. I'm not totally sure how we would have accomplished anything quietly. I mean, I could have knocked them all out, but would we have just thrown them unconscious off the boat? I mean, you could throw them on the pier, but you saw the mutants, they would have been eaten anyway. I highly doubt that would have really accomplished much. Hey, hello piggy. Not nice to keep him in that small space though. That kinda sucks. Oh, and I need to give the teddy bear to the girl actually. Okay, more loot. Just some random pills. Or is that the tugboat and the rest is just... What actually are we taking? There are basically 3 parts as far as I can see.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I can pay the goods. Take them. You can take the goods.
No, we are not shooting
Stay
you.
calm. It's us. Great job, Artyom.
A shame we couldn't do it quietly.
So, you guys ready to set off? if you're not. We have no time to waste.
Good luck, guys. I hope the winds are fair and the waters are smooth. And Artyom, watch it out there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need that luck, all right. Fair winds.
Hurrah! Man your stations, weigh anchor!
We're gonna go about halfway there, then wait in the reeds until about 4 o'clock. We want to get there early in the morning when the fog is the thickest and they are sleepy after the morning prayer. Artyom, it's Duke. We're on final approach. There. See that fire at the very top? That's the control post. What used to be anyway. Now it's a shrine, блять. Closer to God at the top, you see? That's where you have to go. I'll distract the guards now. Hey, you ashore! Catch the line!
Ready! Hey, sailor! What did you do to your barge? What you gonna sell now?
Oh, you're so funny! Jackass, блядь.
So,
You have a
Artyom,
dart,
shall we
funny
move?
man?
Whoever gets there first
We have
wins.
some drift
Break
with
a
the
leg.
stern, rip the whole side apart. Эту
This is a bad time for a competition.
The Aurora is quietly moving into position. We'll be ready to act on your signal.
Roger that, sir. We're on it.
Just like Father Salandius foretold. Who arrived?
Satan slaves! It's like you missed the morning service. Well, I didn't.
Okay, still no silencer.
Get sent to fight demons for that.
But some throwing knives at least.
Early. Just tell me what he said. All right. A heretic actually arrived right at the service. Our guys rushed over to save the Holy Father, and the heretic killed most of them. They say he wouldn't touch you if you surrendered, though. He also didn't harm the unarmed folk that just happened to be there. He hasn't lost the last of his humanity, that heretic. Not to mention that Katia and her witch spawn escaped in all the confusion. There's a rumor that people saw her with the heretic.
Okay, there's one.
So you think they might attack?
Huh. Okay.
They are heretics.
You see, if Simon's back,
Let's see. Okay, he
but
leaves.
he and Kirill vowed to eradicate all the demons. You don't just come back after that. Well, ask anyone. They got captured by heathens, but a heretic, one of the new ones, freed them.
It looked a bit violent.
Cold feet,
I
that's all.
think I broke his limb.
Stories people tell not to go.
Okay, I need to go right. No, I
He came back
could go
and
down
he
here.
fuss at the church and got his way too. Now we will be praying
Let's
for
try
a heretic
this.
instead of Simon. You got that? Oh God, for a heretic? It would please God though. That's Simon. What next? Then he just made the sign of the cross, kissed the altar, and went back to the demons. What about Kirill?
Let's at least make somewhat of an effort to do this without much violence. I think it's only one guy. Not sure about the long-term effects of his swift kick to the head, but better than a bullet, I guess. I'm actually not really sure where to go, but it's at least I think I'm supposed to go this direction.
What's the point of explaining it to you? You just stand and look around when the heretics might be here already. Where? Everywhere.
think I need to go here now, or not. Ah, fuck. Shit. I'm gonna reload. I saved shortly before. Exactly because of that. Okay, I need to actually find out where I'm supposed to go. Oh. Oh. Oh, that is not gonna work. It is working. What? How? Okay, let's get back here again. Alright. Oh! There's a lure. Alright. And we are going up. Not a competition. Oh! Well, fuck.
And the ground burned to ash, and the seas boiled.
I wonder if the rain is helping me.
Into shadows. But our cloister survived. For the faithful reside here. And the Lord in his
How do I get
mercy
through
and
there?
wisdom has chosen one among them who goes by the name of Silantius.
Ah, I cannot...
And so speaketh
I
the
cannot
Lord.
knock him out, so...
Be with you.
I have a feeling that they might actually not trigger
You are true in
anything.
your devotion, provided you reject satanic technology. We reject.
But this guy will
And even more so,
detect me
do
for
you
sure.
reject Satan's deception? That thing they call
Let's look the other side.
the cursed gift the enemy gave to the fools, so that they would fancy themselves
Okay,
above
there's
reproach,
someone I can probably
above
knock
God,
out.
and more powerful than him. We reject.
I can get over here, great.
For the electric current is Satan's temptation and his poison. Only those who reject electricity will be allowed into the kingdom of God. Only those who remain
Am I supposed to hop on that?
by the starfish.
Oh god, I can't really hop on there. What the fuck? Oh god.
So let us not
Alright.
fear the heretics at
That
our
was
door.
sketchy.
The ones who would attack our
Yeah,
cloister.
that would have hurt.
Even with their iron steeds standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us. We
But I'm making somewhat good on the carnage I caused. It's the last portion of the game.
Amen.
Nope, cannot get up there.
So let your hands slay the enemy's servants with no rest or mercy. For we carry out the will of our Lord.
That guy's a
And it
nutjob.
is his retribution
And we have a floating axe.
that our enemies will receive.
No wonder they are scared of technology.
All who stand before our
It's
gates
basically magic.
gather like
Okay, that guy is coming down the stairs.
be done.
Let's extinguish the light. Where is he? Is he coming down?
Devour them, body and soul. For one can cleanse himself
I'm this far without killing anyone. I really would like to continue this.
an eternal brand upon the sinners. So let us call to the
He
starfish.
didn't see me yet. That was close.
And even more so, do you reject Satan's deception? That thing they call electric current. The cursed gift the enemy gave
Oh
to the
fuck.
fools, so that they would
Okay, I'm being down again.
above reproach, above God, and more powerful than him. We reject.
Still want the lean function.
Amen, my children. For the electric current is Satan's temptation and his poison.
Yes. think he turned around. Let's risk it. Oh, no, don't risk it.
Only those who remain
That won't work.
unsullied by its corruption will be let through by the Starfish. Glory to the fish.
To the fish.
So let us not fear the heretics at our door. The ones who attack our cloth. Even with their iron feet standing before us,
Oh, damn it.
stinking machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us.
Ah, god damn it.
That's just my luck.
Let us steal ourselves against them. For this is our hour of glory.
You!
Amen.
He actually hit me. Didn't alert anyone, so that's great.
So let your hands slay the enemy's servants with no rest.
And he only got a very mild concussion.
Out the will of our Lord. And it is his retribution and punishment for
I
their
think
sins
I'm
that
at the
our
end here.
enemies will
He's probably
receive.
behind this door.
And all who stand before our gates will never get past the Starfish.
So you got me, you damned heretics. You took Katya, and now you have me.
Damn, you are quick, Artyom.
Beat you.
We're just
Was a
passing
competition.
through. Let us through peacefully. Our guys won't shoot. We've been easy on you people the whole time. And Katya asked us to take her along herself. Do you get me?
Sure thing. First you kill off the local cutthroats, and then you switch to us. Will you kill elders and children too? Or have you drunk enough blood already?
I didn't kill any of you guys
Leave
here.
us for good now. God may punish you for your sins, but my responsibility is to tend my flock.
That's a good boy.
Hear me, brothers! Hold your fire! You hear me? I'll excommunicate everyone who shoots! Well, I did what I
Coward.
could. Just don't shoot. And tell the driver to keep it slow. The bridge is in shambles, so don't stop, or the bridge might collapse. You will have
Aurora,
to jump.
Duke here.
Keep the
We've
lever
reached
to
an
me.
agreement. They will let us through if we don't shoot and move slowly. And don't stop. I repeat, do not stop. Over.
Artyom, let's jump! Well, that's a job well done, huh?
Duke survives? Duke could have died? How?
We left Volga behind. The
Could
endless
he?
expanses of Russia stretch before us now. The bridge dwellers had finally decided to believe that we were not demons and let us pass. Anna was right. We invaded their world, and it's not up to us to destroy it. No matter how stupid it may seem. Electricity is a sin. Is that really worse than the lies we were told in the metro? About how the whole world was dead and there was nowhere to go? Everybody in the tunnels bought that convenient lie. Once we reach Yamantau, we will at least know if that lie was justified. Since so far, we haven't met any signs of enemy occupation.
Yeah, no NATO troops yet.
Artyom. Artyom. Wake up, dear.
Is he up yet? Artyom, the colonel wants you on the breach. See you later.
Come on, wake up.
Alright. I'm awake. Diary. Okay. When it has been years since anyone's heard anything but static and white noise on the radio, who could still believe we are not alone on this earth? My wife, my comrades from the order, my friends, people from station nobody, believes me. They are sure that there's nothing on the radio. Sure that's safe for us. Who hid in Moscow metro? There were no survivors on the last war. We are alone on this planet, and in the metro it's common knowledge. But I did hear that call. Yeah, okay. We already read that. Yeah, that's not really new. I wonder if those or if I actually needed to collect those. Cool. So we got some information. All right. Anna, my Anna, from the very beginning I thought I was not worthy of you. What was I? A nerdy guy from a backwater station, a dreamer hearing voices in his head, an adventure seeker, and you? The most beautiful girl in the metro. The only daughter of the legendary Colonel Miller, the best sniper of the Spartan Order. But how did you put it? There were lots of hard-boiled guys around. God, how much have we been through together? We had our bright days and really dark ones. Our feelings would die out and rekindle again. I even tried to leave, but couldn't go too far. You wanted a normal man, but you still accepted me as I am. You were the only one who didn't consider me mad when I spent days on the surface listening to the radio in fruitless attempts of receiving signals from the other survivors. You knew that every such sortie meant more radiation exposure from me and less chances for healthy children should we ever have them. You would still let me go. You didn't prohibit me from dreaming. Scroll. I always felt your gaze on me when you would cover my back in combat and when I would lose my way. I was always in your field of view. I always knew that nobody could ever replace you, my personal guardian angel of death. If this is not love, what is? Anna, you wanted me to believe me and you couldn't. You tried to not pay attention to your father and you did. The colonel firmly believes that our country is occupied and that the war is still going on. And that makes us jumpy, makes us expect an attack at every turn, makes us look for traces of enemy presence everywhere. He has us riled up and Anna is not immune to that. She was so eager to find the occupying forces in that tiny abandoned village near the bridge. And now I have a thought. Oh, we are not finished yet. Over Volga, that she saw an American banner in a mere old t-shirt. She went to investigate and fell through the roof of an old chemical storage silo. Luckily, the chemicals seem to have been long since expired and Anna got away with just a few bruises. Needless to say, there was not a trace of foreign troops' presence anywhere close. So, in Metro Last Light, at the end, Anna was pregnant. And I thought they have a kid. And I'm actually not sure if I saw a kid at the beginning of the game somewhere, but obviously not. So what I suspect happened is that the kid either died or she had a miscarriage or something like that, or stillborn child, because Artyom is so really irradiated. Well, that's unfortunate. But I wonder why it isn't mentioned anywhere. Maybe I missed something. But that's what I think. And look at this. He actually drew her and a little bunny. That's cute. Colonel Miller. Colonel Sviatoslav. Konstantinovich. Melnikov. The founder and the permanent commander of the Order of Sparta. Miller picked and trained each Spartan individually. He was the only one to come to the rescue of my home station when we were under attack by the Dark Ones. He was the only one to stand between communists and the Nazis and prevented the conflict which could well spell the ultimate end of our civilization. It was Miller who accepted me into the order and blessed our union with Anna, his only daughter. I became his son-in-law, but could never amass the courage to call him dad. Nothing but colonel with a sir, of course. In the D6 defense, the colonel lost his best fighters and his old self. Something is forever broken. Something is forever broken in him. He became cold, completely intolerant of any dissident. Sometimes I fear he's sorry he didn't object his daughter marrying me. He would have probably preferred Hunter as his in-law, but Hunter is missing and I dragged his daughter into a maelstrom. Alright. What? Where am I? Here. Okay. Into a maelstrom none of us might ever emerge from. I dragged the colonel into the worst adventure of his life. He had to commit high treason to save his daughter with me in tow. He is convinced that the war is still going on, that Moscow had to fake death to prevent the final murderous strike from being launched against it. But Anna is still his daughter and I am still one of his soldiers. So he and his advanced age, risking everything he has, his reputation, his position in the metro, the most of his order, everything to save us too and maybe somehow get himself out of this mess. We are going to Yamato Mountain, to the Yamato Mountain, where the Supreme Command HQ is located. Only the true government of our destroyed country could now pardon the colonel for treason. Of course, if they agree to even listen to him at all. There's one problem though. It's been a few days since we left Moscow, but we have yet to find a trace of the occupying forces. Damir. Damir is probably the calmest of all the crew members. Damir is also extremely reliable. He'll always be there to help. He always does the hardest part of any job, goes on the toughest missions, and then, instead of taking the well-earned respect and gratitude as one would expect, he starts blushing and saying he had nothing to do with success. And it all just kind of happens that way. There's only one painful issue for Damir, and that's his name. Name given to him by his father, along with half of his blood. Damir can't forgive his father for going as far as to deny being his bloodkin. Duke. Duke of Darkness, Igor Dukov. The youngest, the bravest, and the craziest of us. Some joined the order out of desperation, others to protect people from dangers, but Duke is just desperately in love with adventure. Whenever the colonel asks for volunteers, Duke is always first to shout, "Me!" No matter how hard and dangerous the mission ahead may be. A shame we don't have any medals in the order, otherwise Duke would be plastered with them. He keeps looking up to the more experienced fighters, competing with them for the most kills, missions and wounds. For some reason he pays particular attention to comparing his achievements with mine. Perhaps it's because I'm closest to his age. Anna once said about him, "Quit your whining, Artyom. There are people out there who dream of becoming like you." About Duke, was she right? Igor likes being called the Duke of Darkness, but you can hardly find a lighter-hearted guy. He's but a breathtaking, crazy risk all the time, but Lady Luck smiles to the brave. If not for the trick he played on the Lantius, that old obscurant, our whole operation could have failed. Duke, my friend, your star is undoubtedly on the rise, and soon you will outshine us all. We be of one blood, ye and I, and I'm proud of it. Yermak. Wow, there's a lot of those. That's cool. Yermak. The Aurora's permanent helmsman, Yermak knows her every detail, down to the smallest bolt, and feels every change in the work of any of her numbers. And truth to be told, quite worn out. Mechanisms with his heart. Yermak fit into our group so easily and naturally, it seems he was with us since forever. And yet Anna and I met him on a Hanseatic base where Yermak first helped me find my wife and then led us in the hijacking of our beloved cruiser. Still, with Yermak's background, it's a small wonder he decided to leave Moscow with us. At the time of our meeting, we had only just learned of Hansa executing everyone trying to enter or leave Moscow, but Yermak had been living with this terrible knowledge for months. First, out of fear for the daughter's lives, then after she succumbed to her illness, out of sheer hopelessness. But now he is free, just like the rest of us, and if we ever come back to Moscow, we'll settle our scores with the Hanseatic leadership together. Yermak says that every man has a destination in life, a place where the fate leads him to. And whenever life becomes hard, sometimes unbearably so, I always recall his words. This might be the end of the line, but it is still not your destination. Get up, walk on. Thank you, Yermak. Idiot! What? Not sure. Idiot chose his nickname out of natural humility, or perhaps simply in honor of one of Dostoevsky's characters. In fact, he's anything but. Being the most educated and well-read soldier in the order, landing the position of Miller's right-hand man back in the metro, the question is, what does he really know about the reasons for people being held in the tunnels? The war that could be still going on, as well as who is really in control of the metro. Idiot likes talking a lot, but he never actually says much, even if you push him. Save for his usual, on one hand this could be true, while on the other, if you feel that the truth is close enough to the touch, talk to the idiot. He'll confuse you completely in no time. One thing about him is that I don't understand at all, is what could he even be looking for? Fighters in the fighting in the Order's ranks. Alyosha, the life of every party and avid lady killer, favorite customer, and of the seediest joints of Tsvetnoy Boulevard, and our survival on the surface instructor. After only a cursory glance, he can correctly tell if an abandoned building can last for years or is ready to collapse onto your head at the lightest touch, which ability saved him back in Moscow more than once. Alyosha is the only member of our crew seemingly taking our journey for an exciting adventure, probably in anticipation of new meetings with representatives of the fair sex, of course. But he and Duke is also an excited adventurer. Sam is one of the Order's best. He might not be the strongest, fastest, or the best marksman we have, but he can certainly hold his own in a match with Spartan champions in each of those areas. And he definitely is the most unusual of us. Sam is an American, a Marine from the US Embassy's guard detail, who just happened to be in the metro when the judgment days came, eventually ending up as Colonel Miller's personal bodyguard. Sam had to sit the battle for D6 out of the account of staying in the hospital with a serious wound, and was really hard on himself for not being there to protect the colonel when he was needed the most. As soon as he was back on his feet, still all bandaged, Sam would refuse to leave the colonel's side no matter what. He wouldn't even let anybody else push Miller's wheelchair, even when Andrew the blacksmith made the amazing prosthetics the colonel has been wearing even since. Sam remained Miller's shadow and, of course, joined us aboard the Aurora. All of us, the crew members, are going somewhere to some kind of destination, as Yermak puts it, even though none of us know where that destination would be. Sam, though, seems to know the place if the world outside of Metro is not wiped out. There must be survivors in the US, and Sam can't stop thinking about his parents who might still be alive, waiting for their son. I wonder if he feels he's traveling in the right direction with us. While we were waiting for the Aurora's repairs, to be completed thinking on how to cross the river, Sam, in light of our constant mention of occupying forces, hypnotized himself into believing that the colonel didn't trust him. It must be heartbreaking to have served the commander for 20 years with unquestioning loyalty, only to be considered a traitor. But it must be equally heartbreaking to have become so close to your old enemy, only to learn that your country might still be there after all. And if the war still is going on, whose side are you on, Sam? Who are you? And it also confirms that the explosion in D6 at the end of Metro Last Light actually was responsible for blowing off his legs. Stefan. In day-to-day life, Stefan is so calm and nice it's hard to believe he's a member of the Order. We are a military organization after all. Once you see this giant in battle though, you immediately see the reason for him being there. Stefan is completely fearless and amazingly strong. He handles a heavy machine gun as if it were a regular assault rifle. We're lucky to be on Stefan's side. Having him as an enemy would be a disaster. Right until meeting Katya, Stefan has never defied the colonel, but when Miller didn't want to let the woman and her daughter on board, the Aurora, he started a real quarrel. The colonel was noticeably thrown off while the rest of us immediately understood what was going on. Still, as any good commander, Miller quickly saw through Stefan and let himself being talked into letting Katya and Nastya on board. With his addition, Stefan was sure to never leave the crew. Yeah, that's quite clever. Tokarev, partial to the creations of the famous gun designer he shares a family name with, is a man in love with his craft. He is constantly busy with the crew's weapons, repairing, maintaining them, and making improvements. Tokarev knows everything there is to know about weapons and even more, and can talk about them for hours, but is not really interested in much else. Still, he doesn't just care for our firepower, but also works on our gear, constantly adjusting and inventing new things, laboring day and night to make sure we all perform to the best of our ability without being hindered by inferior equipment. What would we do without him? On a side note, he seems to be quietly and hopelessly unrequitedly, I don't know that word, in love with my Anna. He's always worried about her, thinking of her, talking about her, but I can't even bring myself to feel jealous. Katya and Nastya. I can't really imagine what Katya and Nastya had been through and how they managed to keep their sanity, much less remain as optimistic as they are. A little girl and a tender woman proved to be tougher than fate, taking all the blows it could throw at them squarely, and these blows were many and mighty. They had arrived at Volga with a group of migrants who were out on a quest for a better life. The quest ended with them finding a new faith, and their death along with it, of course. The Lancius didn't kill anyone himself. He didn't even order anyone killed. Still, his holy ritual where initiate must dispose of an electric anomaly to be accepted into the fold. How is it different from a murder in cold blood? It's no wonder that the colonel let Stefan and Anna coax him into letting Katya and Nastya aboard the Aurora, even though there must be numerous dangers waiting for us still. I would argue that these ladies are tougher than some battle-hardened troopers. Besides, Katya is a trained nurse, and we will most probably need all the medical expertise we can get. Yeah, for sure. Crest. An avid storyteller, a talented mechanic, and a natural-born adventurer who traveled all across the vast expanses of this threatening world of the surface so alien to us. Who'd been through hundreds of scuffles and struck thousands of deals, quite a few of which could well be of the less scrupulous sort. I don't know if Crest will be joining with us for long, but I am not surprised he had such an easy time fitting in. Right from the start, he gave us the hand with fixing the Aurora, gave us the rail car he'd been using in his adventures, and then went with us on a mission to capture the tugboat, giving Duke and me the cover we needed to infiltrate the bridge. It's no wonder that even our usually cautious colonel had no second thoughts about welcoming Christ into her crew. Phew, that was quite a lot. New World. Bandits. With no states and laws, with no pockets of civilization, with the new civic society could crystallize around, with no hope of ever going back to a normal life, should one be surprised with the race and anarchy and its consequences, bandits constructing their rudimentary societies around the basest aspects of the human nature. Even in the tunnels of Moscow Metro, where every member has been divided between the quasi-states attempting to uphold some resemblance of order on their turf, the gangs flourish. What could one expect from a world of surface where there is simply nobody and nothing to stand up to them? On the banks of Volga there seem to be a great many of bandit gangs. They have somehow agreed on the division of spheres of influence and are more or less happily coexisting, robbing the few remaining or newly founded in the less polluted regions, peaceful survivors settling and selling their denizens as slaves on the market of the south. Those sentences were quite long, to be honest. Fanatics. The worship of a giant mutant catfish, intense hatred towards the technology, and outsiders coupled with intense suppression of all individuality and independent thoughts within the community. What that could one reasonably expect from a mix of a primitive mysticism with classic religion seeded with a good old founder's code of personality. I must give the fanatics their due, so. By banding together they managed to survive in this wild world, settling a bridge and turning it into a veritable fortress, which we had no choice but to take seriously. Their best fighters, the lightning fighters, can fight back against the electric anomalies and even gangs of bandits, compensating for their lack of training by strong motivation rooted in their fanaticism. Exhibition. VDNKH, my home station, now a part of whatever Commonwealth, together with Alexeyevskaya and Rizkava, whatever, living there has been an uneven ride, but I still have fond memories of the time, even though Anna, my wife, would disagree. She positively hated it there, having traded the position of the order's best sniper for everyday chores of a regular mushroom farmer. Yeah, she's not happy if she doesn't get some action, I guess. Hansa, the most powerful faction of the Metro, the Commonwealth of the stations of the Ring Line. The soldiers in Hansa's deployment enjoy the best pay and equipment and thus are highly motivated to train and perform their duties exceptionally well, making up in proficiency and skill for what they may lack in numbers. The only force to be objectively better than Hanseatic troop in terms of professionalism and training is the Spartan Order, which yours truly is honored to be a member of. As far as I was able to surmise from the colonel's reluctant confession, Hansa is the vehicle of the invisible watchers, the real government of Moscow, controlling all the factions from the shadows, as they clearly have too much power to just live and let live, and thus engaged in some shady business, including the SHIELD project, designed to keep Moscow under an impenetrable blanket of radio jamming, to prevent further nuclear strikes against the capital. The project itself would be a benevolent initiative, even if quite misguided, not misjudged. Had it not been connected with mass murder of people coming into or trying to leave Moscow, as well as anyone and everyone learning about anything about it. Anna and I were captured by the patrol after we saw the Aurora entering the city perimeter, and just for the terrible crime I was put to the gun. Anna's agony at the moment is something I will not forgive them for as long as I live. Creatures. Watchman. These annoying beasts hunt in packs, and if you see one, you'd better dispose of it immediately. Otherwise it might howl and call in the rest of the pack, and it will howl as soon as it sees you. Yeah, I know. Demons. These giant flying mutants comfortably occupying the position of the apex predator in the food chain of the poisoned wasteland stretching above the tunnels of Moscow Metro have. Thanks to their enormous physical strength, speed and aggressiveness, demeanor successfully settled a huge territory. That is hardly surprising, as there are very few animals capable of ever facing a demon. Those that could fight it one-on-one and win, or even fewer and further between, while a demon can easily fly away from any of them. Luckily, because of these traits, the demons, like the large birds of prey of the past, prefer to live and hunt alone or in very small groups, and thus do not present an immense threat to a careful traveler. Humanimuts, that's the official name, okay. Like the other mutants created by radioactive fallout, these nightmarish creatures feel right at home in the inhospitable post-war world. Despite clearly being descendants from humans, these creatures are not really that smart. Resembling apes in their behavior, they live in packs. Don't use any tools and defend themselves mostly by throwing stones from a distance. Noticed. One such mutant is not much of a threat, but a fight against a pack of these is hard to survive. Our first encounter with these creatures happened on the banks of Volga. In the open, they seemed harmless and even pathetic, their ugly appearance accentuated by the sluggishness of their movements yet. Inside the abandoned loading terminal building, they proved to be more than just troublesome to me. It became apparent that besides throwing stones, they were also capable of ambushing their prey by hiding in shallow water. Tsarfish. Interesting name. Generally a giant mutant catfish terrorizing the fisherman world seemed to be dubious object of worship at best. But Silentius still managed to indoctrinate the locals he'd brainwashed into believing the monster was sent to the earth with a divine mission. I wonder if he could actually have killed one of those. Shrimp female. A mysterious aquatic life form, seemingly crustacean of course. You can't be sure these days. As far as I know, nobody ever thought of properly searching them and finding the proper place in classification. What we know is that they have strong carapaces, are aggressive predators, and as such inherently dangerous. The females of these species tend to attack in packs, spitting corrosive mucus from the distance, or when they think they can easily finish their prey, going in for a kill with a disgusting leech-like mouths. Noticed, yeah. Oh, there's also a entry for a shrimp male. It's basically the same text. Yeah, the only difference is I think more or less they immediately attack using their massive forelimbs as clubs and shields at once. Yeah, I know those. Dog, really? The common dogs seem to be no match for the messed up world for the surface, but they managed to survive despite being surrounded by mutants and human enemies. So they definitely are a threat to be considered, especially when you consider their keen senses and ability to easily alert their masters to your presence. Lurker. While lurkers are far from being the strongest or meanest mutants around, either in the metro or on the surface, they are still a danger to be considered, especially for a lonely wanderer. They are colonial burrowing species. As such, they protect themselves from the larger predators by constructing lots of interconnected burrows in close proximity to each other and hiding in them, if sufficiently threatened, while keeping the surroundings under constant observation in search for danger or potential prey. When in a lurker-infested area, you can never guess which burrow a bloodthirsty creature might appear from, though you can bet it will most often be the one you're not looking at. That is quite true. Okay, got the creatures. Yeah, I don't really need to read everything about those equipment, and I really don't. I'm not too interested in the guns and stuff. That's unnecessary. I will skip that. Oh. Can I?
Kinel, come in. Do you read me, Kinel? Morehold here. I'm in Gemete. Over. Kinel, come in. Kinel, over. That's just great. Well, I'll try later.
Okay, that's just some music.
Why are you guys kissing Menchikov's ass so much? How long has it been since he even arrived in Irkutsk? Not even 2 years.
You better reconsider your position on Meshnikov. Did you forget who started trading with the convicts from Zolotoy? Huh?
Well, that was Zakhar's idea. And Zakhar is the man. He crossed Baikal. Alone. We'd sign up to anything he proposes at once. While Menshikov, I couldn't care less about.
Aren't you getting too big in your head? You're so cool now that the relay gang is off your case? Don't fall off that high horse.
Go to hell, Dan. Alright. I can live with listening to Menshikov if you're so fond of him.
Enough of that shit already. The important part is that Irkutsk is still around, and you guys are too.
You're right. That is the important part. Well, give my regards to Menshikov. Over and out.
You devil. Over and out.
I have no idea who these guys are actually. Wasn't there music before? I just got an achievement that I found a tune on the radio. Okay, more music. Okay, that's it. Alright, that was quite some reading.
I've been listening to the radio too. You did a great job there. We're not home anymore, so we'd all better act like you did. Smoothly. And there was not a single transmission about any occupying force. It's not like there's many of us humans left now. So I hope someday we will be able to trust others just because. Because they are people too. There's so much regular chatter. So many stories. Dad says all those are coded transmissions, that they all have hidden meaning, but why would they be so secretive? Why aren't they using this railroad? Why don't they at least control its key junctions? Why did they not install any roadblocks? If they are even out here. This is the main transport artery, after all. Maybe they are not here at all. Maybe they never came here, or they are already gone. Though, where to? Remember? Neither Katya nor Crest have ever met them. Though we seem to be doing just fine even without them. It's like Middle Ages. That Silentius is treating people like slaves, getting them killed. I can't believe they had it worse without his lies, nonsense, and human sacrifices. And us? We had been living down there for so many years, fighting each other, And nobody even thought you could live outside.
Yeah,
Stay here for a
she's
bit, Artyom.
losing a bit of hope, I think. I can sit beside her. Ah, that's cute.
This is great. I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all? A home, for one. A place where we could live. A log cabin on the outskirts of a forest. Or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Well, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this. Together. Through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland. Especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip? It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late. We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far.
This...
You know, I had a talk with Katya.
Okay.
I'm sitting here recalling that bridge and those people there, and we've been sitting underground for 20 years, and they haven't. So what? These are not the same people who used to build cities, planes, and space rockets. They are just like us in Metro, only even more dejected. They are essentially slaves. For real. They work all day and pray all night. Always watched, always directed. Everything is under control. Everything is decided by the community. Well, I mean, Silantius. They don't even have any property. Even their socks belong to the community. They're just entranced with him, with his ridiculous lies about electricity. Of course, not everyone got fooled easily, but if they dare ask questions, they get penance, exorcising an electric demon with prayer and the cross. But that's a death sentence. How is a flashlight dangerous? Or a radio? But no, they shun it all. They hide and keep praying. How can you even make people believe this ridiculous garbage within just a few years? People in general start believing lies surprisingly easily, don't they? As long as those lies are convenient or at least familiar. Take us, in Metro. All right, we haven't met the occupying forces yet. If we disregard that shirt I found on an antenna... Katya and Crest, never met them either. But maybe they are still out there somewhere. And if they are, then they didn't even tell us about them back home. They didn't tell us that the war was still on. They just made us believe that there's no life anywhere outside of Metro. They've been lying to us. Lying non-stop. All this time. Were their intentions good? Perhaps. But the Metro is a castle built on lies. Damn, am I angry. And so far, no matter how far we get, we haven't met a single enemy. Isn't that strange? But Father won't have a word of it. Stay vigilant, be careful, the enemy never sleeps. You know, I love my father. A whole lot, no matter what. But what if everything he's been told is just another layer of lies? I hope we'll find out how deep this rabbit hole is once we get to Yamantau. Well, what do you know? I do feel better now after telling you. Thanks for hearing me out, Artyom. Let's just sit here a little.
I liked that a lot because one of my...
Right, run along. Dad wanted something.
Yeah. One of the greatest passages in a game, or one of the greatest games for me ever, is Life is Strange. sadly I am unable to do a blind playthrough here. Because, well, I have played it and I have seen it a lot, and I cried actually a lot while playing it and while watching other people play. So that wouldn't really be worth it to play anymore. But it also had those quiet passages where you are just listening to music or hearing the thoughts of the protagonist. And considering how much action we got, how much violence and stuff, it's nice to have some quiet parts to just calm a bit down. So, and actually some lore parts sprinkled here and there, it's also great. So, yeah, that is a perfect spot to end this episode. With the kids screaming in the background. Well, next time we might actually get to that ominous mountains and learn more about the truth of the world out there. So, with that, having said that, have a nice day and goodbye.